guys, welcome back to our channel, A Cup of Art. I am Star, an 18-year-old self-taught artist, and if you saw my recent video where I did my 2022 art goals, I explained, like, I think my first goal was to do more traditional art. And so as I'm looking through all the art supplies I have to do some organization and to declutter and just to review the art supplies I have so I can actually do more traditional art that's non-sketchbook related, I decided that I would film kind of like an art supply haul. I mean, these are stuff that I've had for years, and I think the last time I even bought an actual art supply was like a couple months ago to almost a year ago. So I mean, it's not like recently purchased art supply haul, but I just want to do an art supply haul and just show you guys all my art supplies. Anyways, starting off with my first art supply, I don't know if you will call this an art supply, but the cloth that I'm using is a canvas for painting. My work gifted this to me for a shoe project that we were doing. I'll put the picture of my shoes on the screen so you guys can see my custom shoes that I did a project, I think back in May 2021. And this was the cloth to use to like do some canvas testing and stuff. And I've only used, I think I've used only a little bit of it here. I did Kirishima and Bakugo on my shoes, so I mean, you can see my testing of the colors there. For the most part, I use it to cover my table, or Jen uses it to cover the table if we're doing any type of filming, because it is a glass table and, you know, you don't want to see the floor or someone's feet in a video. So this helps with that. I think I'm going to do these next ones, I guess, by category, if that makes sense. So we're going to do, I guess, sketchbook first, because I have some of them right next to me. So first off, I have these two sketchbooks. They're the Crescent Render sketchbook. This was my first one. I did have a sketchbook tour for this, but sadly, like, the footage got lost, and so I would have to do it another day, and I'm not gonna do it anytime soon. And my second one is back here. You can, I hope the camera is picking it up well, but you can see the different colors. If that makes sense. They're like, this was like more of a cream, this was more of a white. They changed the color or the material of the paper or whatever, but it doesn't ghost or bleed to the other side. So I'll try to show you guys an example. I don't want to spoil what's on in my sketchbook yet, so I'm trying to find a way to show you guys a spread. I didn't use that much color in my sketchbook actually. Okay, so these are Crayola Super Tips. And if you look on the other side, it doesn't go to the other side. Kiki's Bow, this was from Cells at Work, and you can easily flip back and forth and they don't bleed to the other side. My little sister, I won't show the page because I don't have permission from my little sister to do so, but my little sister painted on one of the pages. Let's see if I can find it. But as you can see, this is all black paint, and when you flip the page over, you don't see anything, and the paint goes down the whole page and you don't see anything. This is actually the sketch of my custom shoe designs that I was doodling in my sketchbook. I have more color on this sketchbook, so here we can see I colored the whole page with these aqua water tip pens. When I was getting ready for this video, I realized I don't know where those pens are. If I can find a picture online of it, I will put the picture up. But they're these really cool water brush aqua pens, and I really love using them. So I use it all over this page, and I have swatches on this side with Posca, Prisma, my aqua watercolor pens, my Crayola Super Tips, and you don't see any ghosting or bleed through. So this is a pretty great sketchbook. And I would buy another when my second one finishes, but since I have so many sketchbooks that are empty, I have to get through them. Next, we have this Bristol sketchbook here. It's pretty good. When you use a page, I'm assuming these have to be ripped out. I don't think these are like pages you will keep inside, just because when you fold them, if you fold them, like they just start cracking in the middle. So when you flip it on both sides, it's gonna like just completely ripped out. I think I used my aqua pens here, so they don't ghost through, but in the back of the sketchbook I do not the back, the last page of the sketchbook, I do have swatches, and based on when you flip it to the back, there's some ghosting, if you can tell. But that's just for my alcohol markers. Some of the other ones, like Crayola Super Tip or the watercolor ones, don't really bleed through in this one. Okay, this is not a sketchbook, but I am going to cover this so it doesn't reveal where I work. But my work gave us this like art journal book. So it's not really a sketchbook, but there are prompts that you can draw and there's prompts that you can write. And I really, really like it. So I count it as a sketchbook since you can draw in it. This tiny sketchbook here, I used to use this one as to do like abstract, or not abstract, shape paintings. And so I had these here, and you know, obviously they go through because it's not a painting sketchbook. It's like not qualified for that. But I also have some small doodle marker work here as well. So that is the sketchbook. So my next sketchbook is this. It looks nice. I don't really know what to say. The paper quality was very light, not flimsy, but not sturdy like most sketchbook papers are. Obviously there's like nothing on this book to tell you what you can even use this for. I don't really think it's a sketchbook. I think it's just like a regular notebook, but it was gifted to me by my work, I think, as a sketchbook, so I just say it is one. But anyways, if I was gonna ever use this, which I am obviously, but this is gonna just strictly be pencil work, because even there might be some ghosting with even pencil or pen. And then I think this is my last sketchbook, another Strathmore sketchbook. Yeah, and I really love the paper quality here. It's also very like not as sturdy, but not like the other one. I think the other ones are a lot more flimsier. I really like how this one is. I would definitely only use it for sketching. There's a lot of pages here, so it would take me forever to fill it up. But because I've only ever used the Crescent Render sketchbook, having all these different sizes of sketchbook are very interesting. I've done like, at least in this one and in this other Strathmore sketchbook, I've done like at least one other work in the sketchbook, but some of them I haven't even touched yet. And I don't know, just having the different sizes and the different paper. God, I already don't do a lot of traditional art, and for that Crescent Render one, it took me like a year to finish the first one, and I started my second one July 9th, 2021, and we're already in January. So, oh my god, if I don't finish it like in the next 2 months or something, it's gonna take me another year to finish that. That's a lot. I guess next we can do digital. I guess, I don't know if this is an art supply, but we could do digital really quickly. But yeah, so I do digital art as my primary art, and so this is my iPad. I got it like 5-6 years ago when I was like 6th or 7th grade in middle school. Now I'm a freshman in college, and I still use this one. I have another iPad that I bought over the summer. This was originally just supposed to be for work, like schoolwork and stuff, because this iPad is, you can't tell on camera, but it's cracked. You can't tell on the camera, and plus I have a paper mat thing over it. But this one's cracked and the home button is damaged. That's why I have tape here. So I bought this one for work, but because I have so much storage space left, because I need like 3 apps for school, I'm starting to do art on this iPad as well, so I guess it technically counts. My last art supply is my XP Pen Innovator 16. I have a review on the channel if you guys want to know about this device. I bought it a couple months ago, and it's been really, really great for me, just to like work on Clip Studio Paint. And on my iPad I work on Procreate. Jen also has an XP Pen tablet, not the Innovator 16, but I'll link both of our reviews of our different XP Pen tablets down below if you guys just want to look at what we have to say about those tablets. Okay, next let's do pencils, because I don't really have that much pencil supplies. So I have this. It's an Amazon pencil kit sketching. Two of my things are missing, and that's just what happens when you're an artist. You miss supplies. Besides the two that I use frequently, the ones that are missing, I haven't really touched these, and I've had them for quite a while now. So I want to use this a lot more, and I'm trying to use like more pencils that are used for sketching instead of just like regular mechanical pencils, even though those work wonders too. I have this one. I haven't touched yet. It was gifted to me by my work. If you guys are wondering, if I ever say something's gifted to me by my work, it's because one, it is, and plus two, I work in a museum. So like a museum performance place. It's a museum that does art galleries, but they do performances like dance and plays and musicals and stuff like that. But I work in a museum, so since we're at home, they have art programs and they send us the supplies to do these art jobs or art tasks. And so yeah, I haven't opened these yet, but they look really great. I've never heard of this brand before, and but the art supplies that my work has gotten us, I've never missed. Besides my render sketchbooks, all my other sketchbooks are from my work as well. So I think those are the two pencils I have, and I guess just to say, I have a pencil case here that I'm gonna use to pack some of my pencils that I have that I want to frequently use and travel with. Next, we can do markers, or I guess wait, quickly, I have color pencils. I think these are mine, but they also might be Jen's. I really can't know. I mean, they're in my box. So Jen has a bin of her stuff, and I've taken my stuff out of that bin, because one, I want to organize all my stuff, and two, I don't want to clutter her bin of art supplies, because you know she might buy more and need space, and I'm taking up her space. So these were in my box, but I just can't remember where they came from. I didn't buy these, and I don't think my work sent them to me, so I have them. Okay, now onto more color pencils. I have Prismacolor color pencils. I'm really shying away from these because they're amazing and their quality is really great. Or I mean, I really have nothing to compare them to other than Crayola color pencils. I just really hate that you can't go far with them without them like you know, decreasing in size so quickly. Like, oh my god, I sharpen these color pencils more than I ever sharpen a regular pencil. It's ridiculous. I definitely only wanted it because everyone's always talking about Prisma. If I had the opportunity to not get it, obviously I wouldn't get it. Okay, now moving on to markers. We have Posca pens. I have, I think, 2 or 3 more, a gold, another black, and I think a silver one. They're not open, they're still in their individual packaging, but I don't want to look for them. But I have a little jar of Posca. I've done some Posca stuff in my first sketchbook. I don't know if I have done it in my second sketchbook yet, but these are really like, I mean, at least in the render one, they're really good since there's no bleed through and no ghosting, but for a regular sketchbook, these wouldn't really be ideal. So I do have to find paper that I can use besides the render sketchbook to do Posca stuff with. Also, Posca, I guess, is just really not that good with paper, at least the paper I've tried it with. So I need to do something else, like maybe like a wood art or something non-paper material, so I can actually get used to these Posca stuff. But yeah, if I was ever gonna do a Posca paper art, it will be on singular paper that's not in a sketchbook. But with my render one, I don't actually mind using it since there's no bleed through or ghosting, so it doesn't matter to me either way. Okay, next we have some Crayola Super Tips. So I have some here that I use frequently, then I have some in this box that I also use frequently, and then I have the actual box of it. So yeah, some of the markers in this box are missing, as you can so see, they're missing, but not all of these are from this 100 set. Some of them are from markers that I've had for years, and the others are from this set that I took out and never put back. So I'm gonna organize that and make sure everything goes back. Obviously they're not all gonna fit because I don't think they're all from this box, but I originally bought this for bullet journaling, and now I use it for some sketchbook stuff as well. Also, I have this alcohol-based marker set. My little sister bought this for me, I think in a couple of months. It'll be 2 years ago. They're pretty decent. I don't have anything to compare them to besides those miscellaneous like Copic markers or other alcohol markers that I've had for years. They're good, at least in the render sketchbook. They're good. It's a little bit streaky, and these wouldn't be like my first choice, but they're a birthday gift and I absolutely love them, and I do use them a lot. I'm just upset that they don't really have like skin tones, and I'm the type of person who really likes or like want to draw more POC characters, want to draw more black characters. And though like you have these brown or dark shades, they're like only one of them is actually brown and the other ones aren't. So that has very much steered me away from using this too much, because I can only really use this for white characters, because there's some like skin tones that are perfect, like peachy colors and pinky colors for white people's skin tone, but not for anything else. But I do like this, and I'm gonna do my research so I can buy another alcohol marker set. So I just have more that has actual skin tones, and I can like mix these two together, because Crayola also doesn't really have skin tone markers, so it's hard to do marker related art when you don't have the skin tone you want. Sharpies. Yeah, most people don't use Sharpies for art, but I tend to sometimes use Sharpies to add details, because they're there and I have them. It's a little dirty packaging wise, but yeah, got some Sharpies. And then gel pens. This was for my bullet journal, but I stopped using it like over a year ago. I think it's actually been 2 years since I actually bought it, and I've been stopped using it. I probably used it for like the first couple of months, like 3 or 4 months, and I stopped. Like I had this for 2 years, and that's how far I've come. Yeah, I mean, they weren't like the best, but since I was only using them for writing, it's fine. But occasionally I would grab one to do some extra like little details in my art with. Chalk. Got these from work, and I've never used them over the summer. I have another bin of chalk that I have no idea where it is. And last but not least, or it is least, but lastly, I have this carve a stamp kit that I got from work, and this translucent paper that I also got from work. I've never used it. Some of these art projects that my work sends us, like the materials or the project or the sketchbook, sometimes it is not even like required for me to actually use all the materials, so I don't. So that's why some stuff are still in this packaging and they're like empty, and I haven't even touched it yet. So this is a prime example of that. And plus, since they send the sketchbooks all the time, and I already had my own that I purchased, I would just do the work in my own sketchbook instead of like starting random sketchbooks too much. So that's also that. So I think for a video I might actually do this, because I think this would be pretty cool to try this out for the first time, because I got these a couple of months ago. So I think, what day is January? Like 3 or 4 months. It'll be like a year since I've gotten these, so I don't even remember. I mean, based on the picture I can see, but I don't really remember how they explain to use this. So I love to do this for a video. I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, so I think that is all the art supplies. I'm looking around me, and that is all my art supplies that I own. I'm looking through everything to make sure. Wow, that was a loud airplane or jet. Yeah, so guys, that was all my art supplies. It felt like a lot, but I think separating them into categories and then displaying the art made this process go a lot faster than I thought it was going to go. If I forget an art supply or I find an art supply, I'll just pop a picture on the screen. If there's no picture, then there's no art supply that I forgot or recently bought before this video comes out. Yeah, so the next thing to do is I have 2 boxes. So I have this box that had the Crayola one, but we're gonna remove the Crayola markers out of this one. And then I have this small box that I'm gonna put some supplies, or as much supplies in as I can. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. while cleaning out, I realized I missed one, but these are Micron pens, and they're still in this packaging, of course, because I haven't been doing traditional art, and I just haven't had any reason to ever, you know, use them. But now that I know that I have them, I'm gonna definitely use them a lot more, and I'll make sure I remember that I have these, so they're not like shoved in the bottom of a box where I would forget. But yeah, Micron pens. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Okay guys, so I actually managed to fit all my art supplies in here, and like that doesn't look a lot, but I don't know, I think it works perfectly well. I thought I needed like a container or stuff, but if I can fit it into 2 boxes that I already had, and I have some stuff in here, and I have even more room to add some stuff if it needs to. Anything that's not in this box, in either of these boxes, are the containers that already have its own stuff that are packaged that, you know, have its own things, or my sketchbooks and my iPad. But as far as my traditional stuff goes, I have everything in these 2 boxes. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing all my art supplies. I'm not trying to brag or anything. Most of these are stuff that I bought myself. Some are stuff that were gifted to me for my, or I don't know if I should use the word gifted, and you know, my job sent them to me so I can do these art stuff for, like, you know, the program. So I don't know if the gifted should be the word. I mean, they supplied me with supplies so I can get, you know, the job done. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot. And now that I've organized all my art supplies, I don't know, I'm in the mood to do some work now. To do some art. I don't have an idea of what to do, but I'm definitely in the mood to do it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you want to see, like, traditionally. I will see you in the next video. I really hope you guys are having an amazing day. Check out our commentary review channel linked down below called Genstar. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.